Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Andobil magnetic car phone mount. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So on the side here it says strong magnetic, support MagSafe functions, 360-degree free adjustment. Here's the magnet mount. It says please peel off the protective sticker when using. Here's the vent clamp. This has a standard ball and socket configuration. Here we have a support card, a manual or welcome guide, operating instructions, and these are some rings to add capabilities to a phone that doesn't normally support magnetic mounting. So we have some transparent rings there, a cleaning wipe, and some metallic rings. So those will attach here. You would attach that to the back of your device. Now I got to get that off there. And that would add magnetic mounting to it. So I'll be using this with an iPhone 13. This would also work with the iPhone 12, and then you can use the ring on other phones. So let's look at the welcome guide here. So here we have the specs. It talks about what comes in it, and I went over that already. This talks about the different parts. We have the support base, fixing nut, the ball joint, screw knob, air vent clip, and support plate. And the accessories here, we have the transparent sticker, the metal ring, the match-up card. That's to help line it up. So this talks about 3 different ways to use this. You can have your iPhone 12 or 13 connect directly to the mount. You can use it with a magnetic compatible case with the 12 and 13, or you can use it with a non-magnetic case and use the metal ring. So this talked about mounting the metal ring. You can mount it on the back of the phone, on the back of the phone case. It says you want to clean it, use the guide, set it up, you mount the transparent sticker, and then you mount the metal ring. Then we have the ball and socket to attach that. I'll show that in just a second. And you want to mount this on a vent. You want to mount it on a horizontal or vertical vent. You don't want to mount it on a radial vent. And here's a couple notes here at the end. So you want to read through these. It does have things like don't mount this where it's going to interfere with an airbag or with driving. So that's pretty important. And this is the guide for mounting the metal ring. You can read through that if you want to do that. Let me pull the protective film off of here. So here we have a grippy silicone rubber kind of feel to it, and this is the clamp. So to open this up, we turn this knob, and this goes over your vent. Let me open up this a little more. So this has a rubber on the inside to grip, but then it also has these little teeth that go beyond your vent and help grip it. So that makes it super sturdy. So you get this on your vent, and we'll tighten this down, and I will be going to the car to show this in the car, but it's easier to show on my bench here. So to mount this on the ball joint, we'll loosen this nut. We may need to take it off or we may not, we'll see. So I was able to get it without taking it all the way off. Sometimes you have to loosen it all the way. So we'll tighten that on there. So when you get this set up in your car, you put this on your vent, you mount this on there, and then you can position this in whatever orientation you want, and then lock it down. So here I have an iPhone 13 mini. I'll show that on here. So that mounts on the back. So if this was in a car, you'd have your phone mounted on here. To take it off, you don't want to pull straight ahead on it. You want to pry it off from one direction. Okay? So I'm lifting up from the bottom, it comes right off. If you try and pull straight, it's not going to come off. It also is not going to shear off very easily. So I can shake this pretty hard and it's not going to come off. So here I have a slim case. This will also fit on here. So this does not grip as much, but it still does grip quite a bit. So I'm putting my hand under here. I could maybe get that to release. And it could be different depending on different cases you have. If you need more grip, you can always put that metal ring in there to give it more. But that's very secure in and of itself. So I'm going to head out and show this installed in my car now. Okay, I'm in my 2016 Subaru Outback. I'll place this over here. I'll tighten that on the vent. So it's hooked on behind the vent. Feels very sturdy. Take the magnet. I'll press that on. There we go. And now I need to tighten this down. I need to use 2 hands, so I'm going to set my camera down. Okay, there we are. So now I can place my phone on there, like so. You can also do it in the horizontal position. So if I'm doing GPS, I might want this position. If I was watching some kind of an app, say you're driving for a ride share, you might have the app in this orientation. So that can go either direction. Now in my car, this is not sticking up in my field of view at all. It's below my field of view. It's definitely below my field of view in this position. This one it's still below my field of view as I look out the window. So one thing I like about a mount like this is when you're not using it, it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's very low profile, so I really like that aspect of it. It's also super easy to remove. If you want to take it out, you can just unscrew this, and then you can put it in your center console or something, and then when you need it later, you can install it really quick. So a mount like this could also work very well in a rental car, being that it's so small. You can put this in your bag. If you get in a rental car, you can mount it on the vents in your rental car, and then when you're done, you can take it with you. So that's the Andobil magnetic car phone mount. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.